Start again.
Hi.
Hi, we're
Traveling with the Kings. Check out our new swag. We have shirts made up. Traveling with the Kings. So today we wanted to talk about what is it called?
The Napoleon Hotel Roma.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the way that it's generally listed. We couldn't really find anything online about the hotel. Even pictures of certain rooms was very difficult to find. And specifically, we actually got a junior suite with the hotel, which on their website, unless you're specifically looking to book a room and it's actually available, you can't find any pictures of that room either. So we'll also show in the video some of the pictures of that specific junior suite as well. But overall, we just want to talk about the hotel briefly, and give our thoughts of it, in comparisons to some of the other hotels that we checked out, and before making our decision on our hotel.
So we arrived early in the morning. Our flight went into Rome 9:30ish, I think, 9:30, 10 in the morning. We went straight to the hotel, and luckily our room was ready. And they let us go right to our room with our bags. They didn't charge us an extra fee or anything. So I can't say that's always going to be the case. We've definitely seen luggage in their lobby throughout the day. So, I'm sure not all the rooms are ready early in the morning. So we were lucky with that. I think the main thing to bring up is that the elevators are not truly accessible from where you walk in the lobby. So I think that was like the main thing that we just had issues with. Mainly just when you arrive and when you leave, it's the issue. So when you first walk in the lobby, as you'll see in my video that I'm going to share, there's, after you check in at the desk, there's 2 stairs going up to another, just like 2 more steps, and then you walk a little bit, and I think there's 2 more steps after that. And then you have the option to use a little elevator. When I say little, I mean space-wise, it's very little. So you have the option to go up a set of stairs or take an elevator to the next floor. So at that point, you could use the elevator and go up a floor. And then you have to leave that elevator and walk across what they call like a living area, a living room, to another elevator. That other elevator is up another couple steps. I think another 4 steps, 2 steps, a flat area, and 2 more steps. So you do have to lift your bags each time up those couple steps before getting into the next elevator, which then you could take to the floor of your room. You can opt to have them bring your bags up so you don't have to deal with any of those steps, like picking your luggage up. I will say it's not a wheelchair accessible hotel, because even to get to the first elevator, you have to go upstairs. So even if you're not bringing your own luggage up to the room, you do have to walk up a couple steps. From there, when you're not bringing up your luggage, it's fine, walking up a couple steps, and then you could always take the elevator the other ways. So you're not always having to go up a lot of steps each time. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think that was the main issue. Overall, we liked the hotel, but we definitely wanted to put that out there so you knew about the stairs.
Yeah, and I would say that they did immediately offer. They said they'll bring the bags up, because they do seem to have a staff elevator that does go across all the floors without them having to deal with all those steps. That elevator is just not accessible to guests. So if you want to bring your bags up yourself, there's no way for you to do it without having to carry your bags up a bunch of different sets of steps. So you can just opt to just let them deal with it and bring the bags to the room themselves. But if you want to quickly get your bags in there and not have to worry about when they're going to bring your bags, because in our case we had a tour like later that day, so I didn't want to wait for them to bring the bags to the room. I just wanted to get everything in there as quickly as possible. But otherwise, I would have had them bring everything in. That that wouldn't have been as big of an issue.
Yeah. So from the start to the finish, everybody there was super friendly, very nice. That answer any questions you have. Obviously, they can speak in English. They understand what you're saying. Their native language is Italian, but they are all capable of understanding and communicating in English and probably other languages too, since a lot of different Europeans are there. So the room was clean, no issues. We turned the AC on when we got in the room because it was warm when we were there. That worked. It did drip condensation, so we did put like a towel on the floor underneath it, but otherwise it kept the room really cold, and I think everything was great. Everything, the bathroom was clean. Everything was clean.
Yeah,
everything was nice,
clean.
comfortable. We asked for extra pillows. That came pretty quickly. The person that cleans the room every day, whatever you want to call it, housekeeping, she was friendly. She spoke in English too. I mean, the one we met did anyway. She was able to communicate with us and ask us if we need anything.
And they did service the room every day. They came in and, you know, if you left the towels down on the floor, they switched the towels out. So, you know, it's not any of that where you have to request service or anything like that. They are servicing the rooms every day on a daily basis.
Yeah, they also had, I mean, pretty much any hotel you go to has local area maps and things that you could do that they advertise for. So they did have a really great map of the city. You can always look on your phone. If you have a smartphone, you can use Google Maps or anything like that. But they also had like a very nice map that they just gave out upon check-in. I think anything else? I mean, our hotel room, we had the junior suite. I'm gonna post a video of that. And our room had a balcony. The only thing I would say is that they didn't have screen doors, which you could see in the video. But, you know, either you leave the door open or closed. There's no screen on them, so bugs could fly in if you want to leave the doors open. But, I mean, that's not really a complaint. I think everything was great there.
Yeah, it was good. The area was, you have a park right across the street. But you know, if you're looking at the park, you know, you might, especially at nighttime, you might think it looks a little sketchy. But you know, we didn't have any issues in terms of the park. They do close it at a certain time. They close the gates. There's also a little gelato stand place across the street as well. There's a bunch of restaurants like literally downstairs right next to the hotel. I don't think even sound from that was never an issue at the hotel. Even one night they even had music, like they had musicians out there playing. That didn't really affect it, but it is nice to have that if you just want to go downstairs and like eat or, you know, have the aperitivos or in drinks or anything like that. They had a couple of restaurants right there, and then inside the hotel itself they also do have I don't remember what time it opens, but they have a dinner. They also do breakfast in the morning. It's a buffet. There's a rate usually where you can have that included. You can also include your dinner as well if you want to do full board versus half board. But we did the half board, so we had the breakfast included every morning, where we were able to go and do the buffet. And then we did one time eat dinner because of how late we got back to the hotel one night. From, you know, one of our day trips, we had the food there, which was okay. You know, for, you know, if you just need some food. It
wasn't bad. I was a little nervous. It's like a very small place. They have like 3 or 4 dinner options. They have like an appetizer option and then like 3 or 4 entrees and then I think some desserts.
Yeah, and they have a little bar. They have a bar in there too, and you can find sometimes the person isn't actually in there. They have a little bell you can ring, and then the person will come to take your order or, you know, your drink order, food order, whatever you're looking for.
It's not like a restaurant. It's like a room with some tables and a bar, and it kind of looks like the bartender is also your waiter. Basically, the bartender comes over, he gives you the menu, he asks what you want, and then I think he might be the cook. I don't know. We were suspectful of that he might be making the food. So either way, it was fine. Everything was great. He was friendly. They had music playing in there too, I think, and not live music, just music. And everything was great. The prices were reasonable too. So unlike a lot of hotels, you know, it wasn't outrageously priced, especially compared to the rates in the local restaurants. It wasn't bad. And if you come back to the hotel late, where local restaurants, you're finding that they're already closed or they're done cooking for the day, which I think was our issue. I think we walked into that pizzeria that we tried going into a few times, and they said they were done cooking for the day. So we just grabbed like a burger and fries from the hotel, and it was fine, and it was great. And they could charge it to your room. You didn't have to pay at the time. Oh, and with what my husband was saying, those restaurants, I mean, if you look on Google Maps, you'll find restaurants in every direction from the hotel. No matter how far you want to walk, you can go around the corner literally, or a couple blocks over, and you have a lot of restaurants that are highly rated. And what he said, downstairs, literally you walk out of the lobby and it's to your left and right, there's 2 restaurants that you just take like 2 steps and they're there. And their hours are pretty good. The Gatsby was right next door. They start early in the morning, I think 7 a.m. with breakfast. They do lunch and dinner. And the Cortino, I think, was the other one. They're open, I think, mainly for dinners. They're a wine bar and bistro. Their food is really great too. And any wine you want, they have it. So, and the wine in Italy is really fantastic. I don't know if you've heard people say that the wine is different. It's not like it is in the US. You don't get like a headache and stuff like that. But I'm gonna say it's true. We sampled wine all over the place.
So that's pretty much our review of the hotel. You know, like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of information out there aside from some reviews. You know, not a whole lot of pictures, but we just wanted to give people a spot, like if you happen to be staying in Rome, of a good place that you can stay. The prices fluctuate based on the time of year. There was definitely, you know, some cheaper places that you probably might not want to stay at, and there were some more expensive places as well. So somewhere in between, I would say, but it was definitely a good place. It was very nice.
Oh, and it was right near Termini, I think is how you say it, the train terminal. So you're really walking distance from the main train station. So we did take the train one day early in the morning to Venice and back, and we were able to walk from our hotel to and from our hotel. And the metro station, there's a metro station literally outside of the hotel as well. So you just walk right outside the doors, and it's like within like 50 feet. Like you just go down to the metro station, which is also really easy to use. And unlike where we come from, it's really, really very clean, the metro station. So, you know, it seemed safe to us. It was great. No issues at all. And I have to say, the city itself we loved, and the area we loved. I will be honest, there's don't be surprised if you see some homeless people sleeping on the street around the area. You know, like it really was fine. It wasn't like the most luxurious area, I guess, if we're being honest, but I think overall, like, we really did like it there. We were very happy. We were happy with the hotel. We were happy with the local restaurants. We found some great places. And there's a gelato place not far, not the one across the street, but if you want to look on the maps, there's a place called Fosi, F-O-S-I or something. Just if you're nearby, that's a tip. It's a really great gelato place.
Supposedly the oldest gelatery in, I believe, in Rome. So, but that covers everything in regards to the hotel. If
you're in the area, check it out. You know, definitely consider it. And just be aware about the luggage. So if you're not able to lift your luggage, if you have heavy bags like us, or, you know, it's hard for you to go up all those stairs with the bags, just opt to have the hotel bring it up for you. All right, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and you'll see more. Bye.